by the EU.
KlanKosova, the television where you're giving this interview, had its business certificate suspended. After the documents were fixed, the business registration agency suspended it again. We are really afraid that we will not be able to broadcast normally in the near future if what is called by many other media and international institutions is the attack from the government. What is your comment?
Well, thank you for raising that. This is an important issue. And the U.S. Embassy's also already been on record on this. For the United States, just taking our history for a minute, the question of a free and unrestricted media is very, very important. In 1787, I'm going to go back to history for a minute, when our Constitution was negotiated and it was sent out to the states for ratification, it became clear that there was some concern that there wasn't sufficient attention paid to some specific rights. One of those was freedom of the media, and as a condition for a number of states to ratify our Constitution, they had to pass a set of amendments called the Bill of Rights, which included media freedom. That's part of the founding set of ideals of the United States as the United States of America. Thomas Jefferson, our first Secretary of State, third president, drafter of the Declaration of Independence, whose 247th anniversary we will celebrate next week, referred to the media as the fourth estate. And what he meant by that is you've got the executive branch, the legislative branch, the judicial branch, and then the media, and the role that the media needs to play to ensure transparency and accountability. So we take very seriously any effort to restrict the role of the media in providing that service to society of transparency, of accountability. So we're watching this closely. We believe any effort to affect operations, business registration, broadcasting of independent media requires very, very careful review and thorough review, and these sorts of actions should not be taken lightly or for less than truly, truly significant reasons.
And do you believe that we will have a chance to do another interview in the studio in the near future?
I'm quite confident you and I will have the opportunity to do other interviews in the future, yes.
And Albanian Prime Minister Edi Rama proposed the draft status for association with Serb municipalities. What is your opinion? And also another question linked to Prime Minister Rama, he's proposing a Dayton-style conference to have Mr. Vučić and Mr. Kurti there to get an agreement, final agreement.
Yeah, the first thing I'd say is I did have a chance to read, but not in depth, the association, the proposal that Prime Minister Rama put forward for an association of Serb majority municipalities. It's serious, it's thoughtful. But there's a lot of ideas out there, and there's a lot of ways you can do this. There was a proposal made by the Friedrich Ebert Foundation as well that was also serious and carefully done. So what I would say is there's no shortage of good ideas of how to do this. And let me repeat something I've said many times on the record. The United States does not ask Kosovo to put into place an association of Serb majority municipalities that violates its current constitution, that's inconsistent with the Constitutional Court decision, or that goes beyond what we tried to lay out in a newspaper op-ed published by Deputy Assistant Secretary Escobar and Counselor of the State Department Derek Chalet, which makes very clear no executive authority, no third level of government, no Republika Srpska